Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's about to get a little bit better. So if you're here to join me, 30-minute Pilates strength workout. We're going to get mobile, we're going to develop some strength, we're going to work into the hips, the deep abdominals, glutes in particular. So we're going to get cracking in just a moment. So as long as you are feeling fit and well and able to do so in yourself, we will begin. So first off, let's find our neutral stance. Find your hip bones, take a look down, make sure your knees and your ankles are directly underneath your knees. All 4 points of your feet on the floor, big toe, little toe, inside a heel, outside a heel, all in contact. We're going to bend through the knees, your kneecaps are going to look at your middle 3 toes. We're not pushing to the outside of the feet, all 4 points are in contact. Hands are going to wrap around your pelvis and we're just going to rock the pelvis forward and back whilst we begin mobilizing and developing some movement. So as we exhale, we shorten the abdominals. As we inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, inhale. And by having those 4 points of the feet in contact with the floor, we're going to develop that medial aspect of the leg as well. So not just the lateral, medial. So the inner thighs need to get involved. If you need a little bit more room, bend the knees a little bit more to get a little bit more drive. So if you find pushing your bum back really easy, I'd like you to focus on pulling your pelvis under, shortening those abdominals, exhaling as you do for that corset effect, bringing everything in to your abdominals. We're then going to bring the hands to the bottom of the ribs. We circle around one way, circle around the other way. And just notice what's happening at the hips, what's happening at the knees, the feet. Are all 4 points of the feet in contact with the floor still? Because that's what we need to happen. We want that to happen in this instance so we can feel what's going on at the rest of the body. It helps us to notice any clunking going on, any tightness in any particular areas. Good movement. Lengthen out through, pelvis to neutral, take a big breath in, reach all the way up. Open the chest, circle down, drop the head around the shoulders, and we're going to unravel. Place a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet as well as the heels so we can enhance that stretch through your hamstrings, through your glutes. Drop the head, arms are dead weight, and then in your own time, bend in the knees as much as you need. Roll up through your spine. Think about restacking your vertebra one at a time from the base of your spine all the way up. Circle the shoulders at the top, inhale, reach up, exhale again, open out through the chest, drop the head around the shoulders, we go again. Dangling the arms, dangling the head, weight into the balls of the feet as well as the heels. And then again in your own time, rolling up. One more time here. Inhale, lift up, exhale, open out through the chest, big, big shoulder circle. Drop down, and then again we come back up. We circle at the top, into our neutral stance, left leg, semicircle, lift and lower, same again on the other one. And then we go 4, 3, 2, 1, diagonal with the arms. Same again, semicircle, lift and lower. And then we do the same with the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. So pulling in between the shoulder blades. Now just be mindful when we do the arms that we're not jutting that shoulder forward. So the tendency can be to be here, to jut forward. We want the shoulders back, open out through the chest. Pull those shoulder blades together. Okay, one more time at this level. And then we're going to start adding a little bit more. So take the leg out, we abduct 3, 2, 1, and then our semicircle, lift and lower. Same again the other side, 3, 2, 1, semicircle, lift, lower, back to the arms. So we're developing a good amount of strength, pulsing through, getting those glute medius and glute minimus to work, our abductors. And then in between the shoulder blades, the rhomboids, bit of rotator cuff movement as well. Good stuff. And then the other side. So we're going to start feeling a little bit of a burn now, I hope, in those hips. Still with the arms. Out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Semicircle. So on the next one, we're going to add in, again, just some more hip work. Now, I know I'm going at a little bit of a pace. If you need to slow down, feel free to slow down. We're doing 3 here. Toe tap, bring it to the blade of the foot, bend into that front knee. Now the leg that's behind on the blade, that same arm reaches up and over into a lateral line stretch. Same again. So we're omitting the knee pull at the front in favour of a lateral line stretch. Still with the arms. Same again. 3 abductions. Tap forward. Reach up and over. So we get a really nice stretch here as well. All about the mobility. The dynamic mobility. They're moving into a stretch and then coming back out of it. We don't need to be holding the stretch at this point in time. Okay, one more time. Onto the blade, reach up and over. And then we're going to add in again. So I know what you're saying. Oh, but Pilates was mat based. It can be, but also we can do a lot in standing, and we need to do standing work. We need to be able to be confident to stand on one leg unaided. So we're here, reach the arms up, unravel the leg, and bring the knee up for an oblique knee. So 3 abductions, tap forward, stretch through the lateral line, reach both arms up, brace through your midsection, lift, and then oblique knee, bring the arms down. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go again. So 3 pulses, draw a semicircle, into our lateral line stretch, arms up, chest up, lift your gaze, unravel, elbow to knee, bring it back down. Then again the other side. So good working into those hips, into those glutes, and then a good stretch there as well. Upright, exhale into our oblique knee. Right, we're going to do that 2 more times through, and then we will come down to the ground to do our Pilates-based mat work. Reach up, all the way up, unravel, oblique knee, and bring it down. Same again the other side. Take your time with it. We don't want to rush from one move to another. We take our time. We feel it all. We acknowledge any areas of tightness, of tension, any areas of restriction. And particularly the restriction, we want to move past that restrictive range of movement. So by moving past that restriction, we increase our range of movement, increase muscle recruitment, and the muscles will be happier because they are being used. Blood flow will get there more effectively, and the neurological signals will get there in a better way as well. And bring it down. Wonderful. Come to the back of your mat. And down we come. Take a big breath in, reach up. Circle down, drop the head around the shoulders. Roll all the way down. Walk forward into down dog. Have a few pedal pushes here. Come down onto all fours. Arch out through the back and sit back into child's pose. Wonderful. So up onto all fours, hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips, shoulders back away from the ears, abdominals are braced. So we're going to come down into a tricep press. You bring your heart down in between your hands. We do that twice. Then down onto the elbows. Extend one leg. Bring the leg down to the side, up to the ceiling, into the belly, up to the ceiling and down. Same again the other one. So we extend the leg up, take it down to the side, up, bring it into the tummy, extend up again and bring it back down. Back up onto the hands, 2 tricep presses. Exhale on the exertions as we come back up. We do our exhale. Elbows to the ground, elbows under the shoulders, hands do not touch. Brace through the midsection, extend one leg back without twisting through your pelvis. Bring it down to the side, lift it up, bring it to the tummy, back up and down. Same again. Extend up, bring it down to the side. The great oblique work. And we take our time with this. 2 tricep presses here. As you do your tricep presses, elbows look at your body. We keep them tight, we don't flare out to the side. We come down, extend and lift. Now the leg that I'm lifting, squeeze through the glute, and the leg that isn't lifting, you press it into the floor to get more stability from your pelvis. We take it out diagonally out to the side, lift, bring it in and lift. Same again on the other one. Lift, take it out, into the belly, and lower. Now the key point of all of this is not to allow the back to dip. The back is lengthened, the abdominals are strong to support the back so that we don't fall into that dropping out. Because then the back does the work and the abdominals are switching off. We need the abdominals to switch on throughout this. Up, bring it in. So after this one, we are going to add in all the way up and down. This time through, so we do our 2 tricep presses. Starting to feel it now. We come down, send the leg up, diagonally out, bring it in. Same again the other side, then we're going to add in a plank. We lift, diagonally out, bring it in, lift and down. Then take the legs, lengthen and lengthen. Option, you then take to the knees or you stay in plank. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We then bring it all back in to our 4-point kneeling. Now we're going to do this 4 more times through. So tricep press, down onto the elbows, one leg, drive it down, lift, into the abdominals, lift again. So we're getting that good hip range, the glutes kicking in. And then extend the legs, option go to the knees or on the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bring it back in on all fours. Here we go again. We've got 3 more times. So you can go at your own pace. And remember, always take a break, take a drink whenever feels good for you. Don't wait for me to tell you, because you'll have to wait until the end. So into our plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bring it back in. Now with the plank, again, we still want to maintain that shoulder distance with the hands. So the hands don't come together. Make a fist and have the little fingers towards the floor and the thumbs towards the ceiling. And as we extend the leg out, lift, bracing through the core. This is number 3 of 4. Into our plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Right, last time through. Then we get to lie down. Sure you're pleased to hear that. So our 2 presses, down onto the elbows, brace that midsection, shoulders well away from the ears, lift and you drop, knee in, extend, drag down, and again. All the way down, and then plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we set ourselves back into child's pose, have a breather. Have a drink if you need. We then roll over onto our backs. Excuse me. So whilst we're here, pelvis into neutral, all 3 points of the pelvis looking at the ceiling. Feet are hip distance, knees are hip distance, and we've got an even distance between the pelvis and the rib cage on both sides. So if you think one is slightly higher, let's have a little wiggle around to make sure it is not. As we exhale, we're going to roll up into shoulder bridge. Press all 4 points of your feet into the floor. Pull the hamstrings towards your calves to stop you sliding up the mat. We then roll back down. Hands come up. The knees meet the hands, shoulders away from the ears. Same arm, same leg, tap down. Now, as the hand and the knee are in contact, we're doing a slight press in. So we've got the abdominals switching on all the way through. Same again. We roll up into shoulder bridge. Knees looking forward. Roll back down. Arms up. Hands meet the knees, and we do 4 taps. Down again. Again. One more time through on this one, and then we're going to have a little change. We're going to increase the intensity. We do our 4 tap downs. Just be mindful that the back isn't lifting away from the floor. The back needs to be driving down. So this time we come up into our shoulder bridge. Option, if you want to intensify, load up the legs, squeeze the hamstrings even more. Dig into the floor. We do 1 march, 2 march. We roll down. Hands come up and either keep your knees bent for the toe taps or extend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go again. So option 1 is to just do a shoulder bridge. Option 2, add in your marches. Roll back down. Hands up. Press in. We do our 4 extensions. So after this one, we're going to add in. We're going to add in some oblique twists. So again, up into our shoulder bridge, option 1 or option 2. We roll down, option 1 or option 2. Up to you. Or a little bit of both. You can do 2 reps, option 1, 2 reps, option 2. Then arms are going to go wide, palms to ceiling, press the legs together. And we're going to drop towards the side without touching the floor. Exhale to lift. Over to the other side. Exhale to lift. Legs come down. Still hip distance apart. Feet hip distance. And then we're going again all the way up into our shoulder bridge. March here. If you want to. Or if you're happy doing option 1, stick with option 1. The same with our tabletop. Wonderful stuff. Legs pinned together. Drop side to side. Lovely. Let's go again. We're going to do it 3 more times all the way through. We do our march. We roll down. Arms up. hands to knees, shoulders away from the ears. Drive those knees into the hands. Let's get those abdominals kicking in. I know you're starting to fatigue, but we've got to persevere. Arms wide. Option legs bent, or lengthen the legs to make it tougher. Palms need to look at the ceiling and your shoulders remain in contact with the ground. Down it goes. Right, 2 more times through. Let's be super strong. Let's really commit to this. Make the last 2 our best. Hands up. Awesome stuff. You can really feel those abdominals hugely kicking in. Exhale to lift. Drop down without touching the floor. Exhale to lift. Good stuff. One more time. So our last time through. Before we have a little stretch to end this session. I do hope you feel stronger already. Notice any areas of tension. Notice actually you're a bit stronger than you thought you were by progressing the levels. I'll bring the knees into the chest, arms wrap around, have a little rock and roll. Wonderful. Option, roll onto your side, then to seated, or straight up to seated. So we're going to take the legs forward. Go to the side. Let's take the legs forward, toes looking up, right onto your sit bones. Lean back slightly, feel the abdominals kick in. Arch out through the back and forward fold. So that's stretching the hamstrings. Inhale, come back up, reach all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, arch the back and then come down. Now let's be thinking about what's happening with those knees. We're continuously moving, by the way. So we reach up, exhale, forward fold. Those knees need to look towards the ceiling and not in towards each other. Wonderful, couple more here. Arch. And one more time. This time we're going to hold as we fold. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs, relax your back. That wonderful stretch there. And then roll back up. Reach the arms up, open up the chest, hands go behind, lift up, open your chest, have a stretch here. Stretch open that chest, wonderful. We then bend the knee, the leg looks straight, we come over, arch the back and sit back into child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Take a moment to reflect on what you've just accomplished. Take a moment to reflect on if you've challenged yourself enough or if that was enough for today. Think about what you've gained from having half an hour to yourself. Developing your strength, your mobility. Take a deep breath in. And exhale all the way to the end of your breath. This time we inhale, exhale, come up onto all fours, roll through the spine clockwise and anti-clockwise. One more time each way. Then arch the back, tuck the toes, come up into down dog, have a pedal push here. And then fold down dog. Then walk the hands in towards the feet, bending the knees as much as you need to. Feet are hip distance apart. Bend the knees and then your own time. Roll up through your spine, vertebra by vertebra, one at a time. Pelvis to neutral, legs straight, reach all the way up. Exhale, open the chest, throw the arms. Step in, take a breath in, reach up, exhale down, inhale up. Again, exhale down, hold at the top. Open up your heart, palms to the ceiling, and very important, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very, very much for joining me for that one. I hope you enjoyed it. You take care, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.